Sun going down in Johannesburg here at South Africa. Kyalami, it's the second day of a racing event proper here for the brand new layout of this extraordinary racing track. So, Thunderbikes, two wheels action. We had a race stoppage prior to a rider going down. Hopefully he's okay. It was interesting stuff, but now more two-wheel action. The Thunderbikes are in the house.
Yes, indeed, Steve. And what you're going to see right now is a couple of ex-national and multiple national champions on track. You've got Greg Kildenace leading them out as they head through Clubhouse for the first time there. He is a three-time back-to-back South African Superbike champion. On his television, through Clubhouse, there is Alan Venter from the Hygienica Racing Yamaha team. He's on a Kawasaki ZX10 this weekend because he's got to keep the Yamaha R1 ready to go for next weekend's Super GP Champions Trophy at Red Star Raceway. But he, of course, is a Ironman Classic TT winner. So that's the caliber of rider we're talking about. Lance Isaacs, multiple South African experience in terms of superbikes, super sports, and he went overseas and was teammate to Ben Bostrom on the NCR Ducati team.
So why Thunderbikes? Why the name Thunderbikes?
I can't tell you why they went with Thunderbikes as the name. I have to say it's probably because of the amount of thunder that they used to run as a big pack of riders. It is the step up from what we've just seen on track in the Silverton Bolt and Nut Challenge. And there you can see another multiple South African champion in his own right, Graham Van der Waal, bike number 1. He's not the champion in this class. He's running the number 1 ZX10R Masters Cup championship bike that he runs tomorrow in Red Square ZX10R Masters Cup. But he's just using this for a bit of experience and to have some fun in amongst the riders. Alan John Fenter having a quick chat there with Garrick Flock on a brand new Yamaha R1. Behind them is Lance Isaacs. Upton is there, both Upton brothers, Gavin and Darren, having some fun and games. Jaco Close, David McFadden, multiple South African champion, multiple Western Province champion, and of course spending the entire this season and last season in the World Superstocks at World Superbike level. So that's the kind of caliber of rider we're talking about. Shorty Davidson, he's the Bots champion from last year. He comes through to the front end there on his now sponsored by Linex Yamaha R1. You've got a 1299 Panigale S with Ivan Finikirk on board. That's nearly R500,000 worth of motorcycle, just to give you an indication. We're talking about cars that are expensive. Motorcycles are getting pretty expensive as well, but the technology is getting better and better on these motorcycles. You're going to see Suzukis, you're going to see Ducatis, Hondas, Yamahas, Kawasaki's, KTM's even thrown into the mix here, and some fun games about to happen. This is definitely going to be a lot closer and a lot tighter action. Last night, in very similar conditions, in fact, probably about half an hour from where we are now. We're about half an hour later than what we were yesterday for the second heat of racing. Greg Kildenace, Lance Isaacs. Now, Lance Isaacs is on the third row of the grid. It's a Cape Town third row there, basically, with Isaacs and David McFadden there. But Isaacs eventually got through to take the win, and the first win ever on a motorcycle at the new Kyalami Grand Prix circuit.
Bit bizarre for me because I'm so used to actually watching some of the big names like Greg Kildenace, Lance Isaacs, McFadden, all of these boys being riding the premier class, and you'd think, well, that they would be in it again. Obviously, Super GPs in this country has taken that mantle as well. But here we go. We're about to go racing. Light's going to be turning very shortly, and we're off to the Dunlop Thunderbikes right now, live from Kyalami.
Radio Kyalami coming at you right from Kyalami via Facebook. It's the first time we're trying this option, and it's certainly working well. Shorty Davidson has got the drop, and it's Gareth Davidson who leads into turn 1 on the 56 Linex Yamaha. Greg Kildenace in second place. Upton is up to third. Lance Isaacs already made up 2 or 3 positions, comes alongside Ivan Finikirk, trying to find a way through there on Alan John Fenter, and just squeezes Fenter out as they head into Yuxke for the first time. Up towards Barbecue now. Fenter dropped down 1 position. Graham Van der Waal fighting in the mid-pack there. You can see some mid-pack battles starting to rage as well between the other Finikirk and, of course, Stoutgat from Mark there. Sean from Mark having a great run there on the 4-way motorcycles. ZX10R. This is the Ducati in full flight through Clubhouse through Sunset, I should say, into Clubhouse. Bit of chopping and changing, and it looks like Greg Kildenace means business. He runs through on Shorty Davidson. It's Kawasaki versus Yamaha as they head into the S's for the first time. Shorty hangs on, 2 Yamahas on his tail. It's a third Yamaha with Brandon Good, his teammate and stablemate, Linex Yamaha on his tail. The red and silver Yamaha as they head up to the top of the hill. But Kildenace looking for an opportunity. Can he do it on the brakes going into Leeuwkop? No, not close enough.
Dark visors, of course, helping as they go into sunset. There's not too much sun left about. Once it becomes darker, that might be just a bad thing to be involved in terms of having a dark visor when the light is actually just getting really, really dark out.
Well, Mark Friedman sitting at home, I know you've been expecting this one. I hope you're enjoying the action that's coming your way as they go into Crocodiles for the first time. Kildenace on the inside of Shorty, just not able to squeeze out that Linex Yamaha. And Greg Kildenace is doing his work out. He looks back to see Upton And just behind them comes Dean Foss, that Trolan Kawasaki, looking pretty dangerous. Then it is now a chop and change there between Foss and Brandon Good. The second or the third of the Yamahas on track at this stage, the second of the Linex bikes, the silver and red one. Then you've got David McFadden. On McFadden's tail, that looks like it's Gary Flock. Then Lance Isaacs, then Alan John Fenter. Behind them comes Ivan Fininka because they crossed the line for the first time. That is your top 9 riders going through there. Incredible stuff and very close racing here between your top 9. The one bike we are missing here today, of course, is Stephen Odendahl. He didn't make it out yet to the second race today. He's gone to fight in V-Town with the Supermoto Championship and has had a great day in the saddle there as well. But a change in the lead as they come up towards barbecue. Gildenace has got to the front and he's pulled 5 bike lengths.
You know, it's got one of those styles, riding styles are very recognizable. He's always gangly, so he gets the legs out and flares it up.
They say very Ruben Zaus-esque.
Okay, yes,
you know,
yes, I remember.
Yeah. Big arms, big legs, and of course gets all over that motorcycle. But he certainly knows what to do on the 2 wheels. Under his belt a couple of seasons back. Darren Upton getting better and better on that Yamaha R1 of his, and he's now moved up to second place ahead of Shorty Davidson. Brandon Good has retaken the position there from Dean Foss. The Yamahas versus Kawasaki's at the front end here. 2 Kawasaki's, 3 Yamahas. Just behind them comes the BMW of David McFadden and Lance Isaacs. So the 2 Cape Town ones slowly but surely making their way to the front end battle. It took Lance Isaacs about 5 laps to get to the front. He's only got 6 laps to do it in this time. In fact, he's going to have to work double time because I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch the front end train here. Isaacs might have taken the first one as he goes up the inside of McFadden. Just behind the battle we'll see on screen. Isaacs will give us confirmation that there is just ahead McFadden coming through into Cheetah. Come out of Cheetah towards Ingwe. And Ingwe, I think, might just see a change up in a couple of positions there. Yes, indeed. Dean Foss just squeezes through and looks like he might be able to outgun Shorty Davidson. Gareth Davidson now having to try and keep out the massive attack coming from that ITR Trolan Kawasaki. As it comes across the line, has he been able to do it? No, he hasn't. Shorty Davidson using the extra squirt of the Yamaha to keep out the Kawasaki. But look in the background. Check at Isaacs. Isaacs is coming in a big way there, Steve. He is all over the back now of Brandon Good and looking for a way to sneak through. If Isaacs can get past these 3 riders quick enough, there may be enough time for him to close in once again on Gildenace.
Well, you know what? He's got the mettle, there's no doubt, and the talent for that as well. So it's a matter of time and how much is left. But Gildenace is starting to... Oh, I'll tell you what. That gap is now closed between 1 and 2.
As they go through there, you see Garrick Flock and Alan John Fenter. A couple of birds flying for their lives off the circuit as these monsters come flying down into Clubhouse Corner. There's a move once again from Isaacs. Isaacs at the inside and gets through on Brandon Good. Now he's got 3 riders to close down on. If he can get to second place, he could potentially take the overall victory here, depending on how far back he is. It was only, I think, 100th or 1,000th of a second between him and Lance Isaacs, him and Greg Gildenace across the line last night. Here, as they get up to the top of the hill, Isaac slowly but surely ticking them off one by one. Dean Foss is the next man in his sights, and then ahead of that is Shorty Davidson. Those 2 fighting for 3rd place. Look at that magnificent scenery here at Kyalami. Where do you get better view than that? Amazing stuff. With thunder bikes in the house, there's no thunder in the sky, but there certainly is thunder on track. Down into Crocodiles. Isaac closes in on the Kawasaki and Yamaha. Very similar letters on those 2 riders, both all black letters. Isaac's now running that AGV helmet as we see. Oh, that's a big pity. Darian Kaiser having to pull in on the Suzuki. The Met Grill Suzuki unfortunately pulling into pit lane there and out of the race on the GSX-R 600. So that's a big pity. One of our top Suzuki runners there, Darian Kaiser, out of this one. Here comes Gildenace. Upton in second. 3rd place starting to heat up now as Isaacs closes in on both the hard charging and fighting Dean Foss and Gareth Davidson. Gareth Davidson goes a little bit wide. Shorty Davidson now going to be... Oh, man, what a move from Foss. Into Yuxkai Sweep, he cuts the nose off on that Yamaha. We're going to ride it down. I think that might be one of our youngsters. Looking a little bit further down there, that is a big, big pity because unfortunately losing out there, one of the riders going down in a big way. Didn't get the number on that bike, but definitely a yellow machine out of this one. Didn't also get to see what kind of factory. Too much. It was just too quick to pick up on exactly who that was, but I write it down nonetheless.
Yellow. It was yellow.
Lance Isaacs into Clubhouse. Forces Shorty wide and takes the position. Thanks for coming. Lance Isaacs just using oodles of experience in his pit track here in South Africa and on the World Superbike stage to sneak up the inside of Shorty Davidson and move up to what is now 4th place on track.
What's the general feeling of the riders? I mean, they enjoying this new circuit, what it's offering? Are they able to get to grips with it very quickly? What's the general feedback on what they're experiencing out there?
Well, I can tell you something on the picture that I put up of Lance Isaacs last night of him crossing the line ahead of Greg Kildenase. He was saying world class, and I think that was everybody's sentiments yesterday. Whether you're on 2 wheels or 4 wheels, this is a world class facility. It's giving a facility, that is. It's a derivative of facility. There you go. But it is certainly something that South Africa needed. We've now got a possibility, as we heard earlier on, of some international experience coming this way and some events coming as we go a bit further back in the field. Younger close, fighting hard there. I think with Jamie Stewart, if I'm not mistaken, that's also a nice little battle. You'll see that tomorrow as well in the Red Square ZX10R Masters Cup. Both those riders involved in the ZX10s.
That's a daylight race, right?
Correct. This is turning into almost a, what is this, the Suzuka 8-hour?
Enduro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's getting very dark, very dark in Johannesburg at the moment.
Yeah, look, I can tell you something that the cameras are certainly giving us a little bit more light on the pictures than what is actually happening out on track as we speak. We look out of a tinted window ever so slightly, but it is very dark. It's going to be a very similar view with this tinted mirror, a window, as to what they're going to see through the tinted visors that they're racing with. So still enough vision right there at this stage. Isaacs is up to third. Isaacs is up to third. I don't know why my timing monitor is not updating lap-wise here. I don't know if we're on the same page or if we've changed pages here, but I don't know what's going on here. We're on how many of that? 5 of what is going to be 6 laps. So we have 1.5 to go.
Yeah,
1.5 laps to go there, and at this stage, 47.4s is the best lap we're seeing out of Greg Kildenase. So unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see the bikers take the overall lap record here this weekend. It's still in the hands of Mr. Kyalami, Toby Venter.
Well, that's interesting as well, because we had a feeling that they might actually do it and get the fastest lap time of the day's proceedings, but nevertheless, sometimes it's not always about sticking down the fastest lap. These guys are doing what they have to do, and Greg Kildenase is certainly doing that at the moment, fronting out the Thunderbikes. Lance Isaacs in the mix as well. Darren Upton doing a sterling job. Brendan Good is there. David McFadden, some of the legendary names from South African motorcycle racing here in Thunderbikes at Kyalami, as the sun has certainly set down, and we are exactly 6 o'clock Johannesburg, South African time. Yeah,
Sanjeev Singh having a little bit of a battle of his own there with Alex van den Berg, so a nice little 600 versus 1,000 battle there. Sanjeev, of course, riding with the Lead brace on. One of the only riders that rides a Lead brace, and it certainly is something that a lot of these riders should be looking at. It's something that I use on the 24-hour and 4, 8, and 12 endurance. Just protects us. Its nickname is, of course, the helmet for your neck. Just helps you from breaking collarbones and having massive injuries if you go down in a big way. A lot of riders overseas are starting to use them as well. So it's nice to see that that technology is starting to come into play. I saw a bulletin go out actually through the week from MotoGP's point of view that all leathers next year have to have that built-in airbag system. So that's a big change up for safety-wise in terms of riders. The MotoGP taking the lead and telling everybody how it should be done. And a lot of these riders haven't got them here in South Africa, but there are certain leather manufacturers that have got that technology available, and you actually have a built-in airbag system that when you go down, the airbags kick in on the legs and protect the vital parts that could get broken and usually get broken in the bike crash.
Does that become like a throwaway leather suit after that, or
yes,
can you reinflate it?
No, that's it. It basically becomes like a car's interior. It's a one-off. Once it explodes with the impact, unfortunately, that's the end of those letters. But speaking of explosions, we're up to second place for Lance Isaacs. How's that for a maneuver? On the last lap, and Isaacs is up to second. So if we'd had the full-length race, which we were supposed to have of 8, he still could have caught and maybe passed Greg Kildenase. He's done an incredible job to come from the 3rd row of the grid and hang on for a second place here. Potentially, although as I say that, it's too big a gap, I think, between Greg and Lance for 1 and 2, the overall. I think Greg might just hang on for this win, which he's going to do, but he might also be able to hang on for the overall victory here at Kyalami in the second race of Dunlop Thunderbikes. Checkered flag is waiting. Here comes Kildenase, and the creepy crawly Kawasaki has taken race 2's victory here in the Dunlop Thunderbikes. Big wheelie from Lance Isaacs. Sir Lancelot doing a great job up to second, Upton to third, and a good ride there from Dean Foss to finish way ahead of 5th place, Brandon Good. David McFadden comes through just behind them. It is Garrick Flock, or is it? No, I think Alan John Venter's just got ahead. Yes, he has. Alan John Venter just squeezing through there on Garrick Flock to beat him to the line, and Gareth Davidson just behind them. Brilliant Thunderbike racing.
That'll teach you to look over your shoulder just before you get to the start line.
Head down and everything she's got, buddy. That's what you've got to do. Yeah. Right, the rest of the field start to come through here. We'll try and pick up on some of the names that come into our site. There you can see a bit further back there. The bike 16, that's Brian Bontekoning, a multiple off-road South African champion. He'll be back out tomorrow in the ZX10 R Masters Cup. On his tail, I think that is also another ZX10 rider. That'll be the Fantech Uncle Andy's Racing Kawasaki of Big Carl Robinson, our first Supermaster champion in the Super GP Championship. And as the rest of them come through here, great to see Thunderbikes getting through with very little off-track action, but huge on-track action. Up next, we are supposed to be heading into the Autobahn and Northern Bolton Super Hatch and Triple One classes D and E as the riders go through there. Great stuff from Dunlop Thunderbikes. And stand by in a couple of minutes' time. We'll be back live with you on Radio Kyalami for some more action from the Motorsport Festival here at the Kyalami Grand Prix Circuit.